If you got used to using the blue and white boxes around Madison to cast your vote in the past couple of years, well, you're going to need to forget about it all. The state Supreme Court ruled today almost all of those ballot drop boxes now illegal. That decision comes 32 days before the August primary and will impact elections beyond it as well. Will Keneally joins us live with some perspective on what this means for you. Will?
That's right, Charlotte. So you might remember some confusion between the February and the April elections with these drop boxes here. After today's Supreme Court ruling, voters will not be able to use them in the August and November elections either. UW-Madison political scientist Barry Burden says that while this may not depress turnout, it may cause confusion among voters.
I think there will be voters who are confused or unsure about how to return their ballots. Some voters have gotten accustomed to using drop boxes.
But after today's ruling in the Wisconsin Supreme Court, they will not be allowed. The 4-3 conservative majority ruled that the drop boxes were not allowed under state law. Written by the court's most conservative justice, the decision also disparaged election results coming from illegal voting practices, equating them to places such as Saddam Hussein's Iraq.
I thought some of the allegations made by the justices and their opinions were outlandish and not really connected to facts on the ground.
Political scientist Barry Burden added that other states use drop boxes, many where vote by mail is popular.
And in those states, voters and election officials actually prefer the drop box to using the mail. Voters like, I think, the convenience and the security of being able to put the ballot into a physical box rather than depending on the mail service.
The court did not decide, however, whether disabled voters are allowed to receive help sending their ballots back via mail. Disability rights advocates say federal laws apply that allow voters to have someone else send their ballots through the mail. But advocates say that needs to go further.
Part of the promise of the Americans with Disabilities Act is providing equitable access to voting. And I think that the restrictions that we have seen in Wisconsin this year are just a reminder to us that we cannot take anything for granted.
So the other part of the ruling is just who can return these ballots. Broadly, voters themselves have to return their own ballots, whether that's putting it in the mail or returning it to a polling location or their city clerk's office. One exception to that, though, is disabled voters, who under federal law can have help returning the ballots in the mail. Reporting from Madison, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.